Live from Marietta High School in Marietta, Georgia, Davis Barlow, Chris Uranga up here for today's game. It's the third team on the table, SSL FC, taking on the fifth team on the table in the homestanding Potros FC. Chris, we've got a good matchup here today. Both of these teams have been strong candidates all season long, and now with just 4 regular season games left, this is an important one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an important one as both teams try to secure that playoff position. We know the top 7 teams make it to the playoffs this season. Potros has been in that top 7 this whole season, but a bad run of form in the last few weeks saw them drop. Now they're in the 5th place position and really need to hold on and try to secure a few more points going into these last few games to really make sure that they finish in that top 7.
Yeah, the more points, the merrier here. Of course, a big win today would really help their chances. It would create more of a logjam near the middle third of teams as things begin to tighten up towards the end of this UPSL Premier season here. Again, SSL FC entered today has 5 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Potros, of course, 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw as well. So 1 less game played there, but, you know, again, this is a strong opponent on the other side. They've looked good all season. Of course, the top 2, Atlanta United and Dalton United, are the 1-2 up top there. Those already out of the way. Again, Kalanji, another team on that table in 4th. Atlanta City FC in 6th. Yuma FC in 7th. Rovers in 8th. North Georgia United in 9th. And FC Birmingham round out the top 10 there, Chris. So it's been an interesting year. It didn't start exactly how we expected. It was actually a great start for Potros, and the rest of the league kind of lagged behind, and now everybody's starting to get into mid-season form here. How do you look at this table, and what do you take away?
Yeah, well, we came into the season expecting that it was going to be a tough season. We took a season off in the spring, and really the start that we had was more than what we were asking for. So once those 4 wins going into the middle of the season, of course, we had some injuries, some of those coming back today, some still out, but something that we had to adjust for. A lot of these players on our team are new to the UPSL. Some of them have been with the club for a while, but this is really their first season being involved in the UPSL Premier Division. So it's really taken some time to get used to the speed of play and some of the opponents, but we can see a lot of improvement. Of course, we had those 3 losses in a row, but then since then, we've seen a lot of improvements on and off the field. So it's going to be a good test today against SSL.
A physical test as well. This SSL squad is big, and they like to attack here, averaging almost 3 goals a game thus far this season. Again, I fully expect them to kind of press that issue on the back line. No Uranga on the back line today. Jake Sayer also out for today, maybe potentially coming off the bench as the starting lineups do pop up on your screen. Of course, Verona in goal. Alan Hernandez getting his 101st game under his belt with Potros here. 100 was his last one. Aaron Witten also up there. Jarvis Mattis, Pablo Valenzuela, Caleb Miller, Aaron Boone-Perset, Pablo Gonzalez, McClune. We'll look to see what Dylan brings to the table there. He's in 61. And then Ryan Palucci back with Potros. He transferred from Dalton a couple weeks back. Got a game under his belt. This will be his 2nd one here. And then, of course, the young phenom Rockhill rounds out the starters for Potros.
That's an excuse for a break. That's such an excuse. No, guys, I want to just stop. That's so stupid.
National anthem complete, and we are just about set here for today's contest. It's an oddly warm day out here in Marietta, Georgia, almost 80 degrees, and on this turf, it's going to be even warmer than that, so really about 84, 85. UV is hot, sun is blazing. We'll see how that affects the players here. Again, we were just getting accustomed to, Chris, some nicer, cooler weather, and now everybody out here sweating before we've even started.
Yeah, it's one of those things, one of those external factors besides just facing a tough opponent, but the conditions, it's going to be something to manage today. I mean, we had probably the home opener was probably the hottest day of the year. So it's nothing that they're not used to, but it is something that they have to adjust to after having a few weeks of some cooler temperatures.
Yeah, the home opener was almost 90 degrees, or I should say 100 degrees, it was well over 90, and then it cooled off a little bit. We got some relatively cool games. One of them was about 70, nice fall day, but now Georgia can't make up its mind on this weather. Your official temperature for the start time is 81 degrees. Feels like 85 on the turf. It probably is a little bit higher than that. So Potros is in the white kits for today. Gold and black trimming there. Good looking uniform. Numbers nice and big. Assists us in the booth. It'll be red for SSL FC. Their lineup had some gaps in it when they presented it to us. We'll do our best to figure out who is who. It appears they don't have their leading goal scorer today, at least by the lineup we were given. We'll see if he's out there on the pitch today, but a couple mysteries on that side, but a lot of talent. That is one thing that we do know.
Yeah, something else we know is that SSL is tied in the league for the second highest goal scoring. They have 26 goals across their 9 matches. So we know that they'll definitely be a threat in front of the goal.
And again, that goes back to them averaging almost 3 goals a game. And I wasn't kidding when we said they were extremely close. They were 1 goal off of averaging 3 goals a game. And if they look impressive here today, they're going to test that back line. Again, no Uranga, no Sayer back there. Rockhill will be at the left back spot. Hernandez at the right back.
Right, well, if you do look across that back line, Alan Hernandez, Ryan Palucci, Win Boonpresser, all 3 of them are players who have a lot of appearances for the club. Each of them, I think Ryan Palucci, this will be his 24th or 25th appearance. Boonpresser has 43 today. So a lot of games on that back line. Grayson Rockhill, of course, starting every game except for 1 this season as well.
We await the referee's whistle. And we are underway. Here, right to left for SSL on your screen. Left to right for Potros in that white. See how quickly things develop here, if SSL wants to immediately attack the back line, or if they're going to feel out this Potros defense and Potros formation. Very tight in the midfield. Good deflection there. First throw into the game. Loose ball in the midfield, punted all the way back to the keeper.
We can hear right up from the start, very vocal team. We can hear them up here from the booth. We can hear a lot of communication down on the field.
Over the top ball here, Hernandez collects, and he'll just drop it back to Verona. This ball forward, misjudged, taken away by SSL. Attempted turn here, chip ahead. Good defense to slow down the attack for now. Big physical bump there, they'll let it play. But an offsides flag does go up, and it's the first one of those this game as well. Free kick for Potros. Bounced around, finally taken away by Potros here. Ball back central. Now a real ball central here. Awkward spot for the defender. He did not see the man on right over his shoulder, but he'll make it work. Big boot up to midfield, give SSL a chance to breathe. Mistouch there by Hernandez, and it will go out to the side. Good early signs from Potros, Chris. They had runners on that ball in the box. It's really what you like to see. I know a lot of the frustration on the offensive end was it felt like there weren't enough people involved in the attack sometime, but that looked very good and potentially fruitful later in this game.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of matches in the last few weeks where we really struggled to find anything in that final third, so how we start this match will be very important. And trying to get numbers forward, like you said, things are looking good so far.
Good through ball there, but the keeper did make his way out off the line. Now this one's taken away, big trip and no whistle.
The flag did go up, but the referee decides against it.
I don't think I've ever seen that where an AR is so close to a foul, but then is waved off by the center. Forward down line. Good little chip ahead. How about that one? It just takes too big of a second carom. Go back on ball. Goes the SSL forward. Good slide and collect. Back over towards Rock Hill. He is depossessed. It just stays within the bounds. A ball into the 18. Good little fight. Man trying to reach it. And Alan Hernandez just a little bit too much speed there. Able to cut that one off. This one hovering on the defensive third for Potros. Miller's giving it a good fight, but he cannot keep it in. It'll be a throw-in.
Yeah, we're going to expect that midfield battle to be very physical and very aggressive today. We can already see it. The players putting their bodies on the line, trying to get to that ball first. It's one of the things that we've seen from SSL throughout the season, that they'll fight for every ball.
Swung towards the 18, played right back out. Headed back in. That's a miss header, but Verona will be able to jog over and collect this one. He'll keep it at his feet. Forward will now force him to pick it up. Verona's ushering the team forward here. Big boot, good ball, good spin. Header. Out off SSL. Hernandez will jog forward. No space in the midfield. Mattis depossessed there. There were 4 red jerseys around him here. Good step for Hernandez trying to turn. Plenty of white jerseys there, but good passing from SSL. They're able to work themselves out of a precarious situation, though they have to make sure it wasn't for nothing. Good high press from Potros. Making SSL be clean with the ball. Out wide. Little 1-2 cut off well there. Mattis moved off ball. Miller's trying to hustle back. The runner is through here. Attempted cross will not go. It'll be a throw-in. Thrown directly in front, swung in the 18, no contact. Man over on cleanup, back into the 18. Swung in from the top, diving header, and it's just off to the left. The flag stayed down. Most of the Potros defense thought that would be offsides. Diving header attempt, as you see another look at it here. Had a good look. I think Verona had it covered. Oh yeah, well onsides. Well onsides. Of course, the shot off down and to the right. First touches from white jerseys, then the header won by the SSL midfield. Ref will play some advantage here, trying to step through, work his way around. Is Costa there, and he'll be whistled for the foul. Long ball sent right back where it came from here, in behind the Potros defense, and wow, no foul called there either. Long ball once again from Potros. Header won by the center back. Back to the midfield we go. Chris, it feels neither team really wants to dominate possession right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things that because of the physicality of the game and the speed, very aggressive, especially in the midfield. It's players, they can't take more than really 2 touches in the midfield. They have to be very quick, and they have to know what they're going to do before they get the ball. So you can see a lot of times, both really Potros putting a lot of pressure in the midfield as well. So both teams trying to get the ball out quickly, not really being on the same page with each other and giving away possession.
So we've seen a lot of attempted long balls over the top from the back line to the forwards, and so far none of them able to connect. So this one's out for a throw. That one barely stays in. Palucci does a good job to keep it in. Great first touch. Now it's Witten. Good control there from him. Hernandez picks out McClune. Out wide to Miller, and that's just a missed touch by Miller, and it'll be out quickly put back in. Great job by Miller there to stay in the play, get that ball back. To Valenzuela. Has a runner. Witten is in here. Witten is in behind, but that is a keeper out off his line, and it is collected. Good ball, though. Good run from Witten.
Yeah, the SSL defenders were kind of staying back, and the space was open there, just a little bit too much on it.
Another long ball from the back line. Up top, trying to put some pressure on this back line. It's Palucci there to keep it away. Not the best ball from Verona there. Witten can only head it out, and it'll be a throw-in once again.
Yeah, of course, the teams will study each other. And Potros, knowing SSL's style of play, very direct, they'll want to keep some players further back and trying to win those long balls and making sure that nothing goes over the top.
Another throw-in, player goes to ground, no whistle. 3 red jerseys, 4 red jerseys. Around the white jerseys, this one played into the corner. Opportunity to swing will not be there. We're having some issues with the stadium clock at the moment. We are working on getting that fixed, so if you hear any buttons being pressed, that's what that is. The clock on your screen is still correct. Long ball over the top once again. Keeper outside his 18 there. Has to shove that one away almost with a shin knee type play, and it ends up out of play for a Potros throw in there. So aggressive as well. This keeper really likes to almost play the role of a sweeper. He's very aggressive off his line.
Potros will need to keep testing him, keep trying those balls, and try to get something out of it. Maybe he has a missed kick, or if he doesn't get to it, it's going to be an opportunity. So, but also need to try to get the timing and the weight on those passes so that it can find the teammate.
Mattis with what I believe is the first Potros shot of the game. It was well wide of its mark. Might have been an attempted pass as well. Ooh, big physical play in the box. Multiple players go down.
Yeah, this referee showing that he's allowing those physical plays. Haven't been any calls. There's been maybe 2 or 3 that could have been called that were not called.
We'll see how that affects the state of the game. I mean, if it's for both teams, it seems to be fine thus far. Plenty of space, big step, big run, trying to hold the forward off, and they will rule it clean. Great defense there from Potros here. Miller depossessed, trying to get it back, and he will commit the foul. Frustration foul there from Caleb Miller. Big swing in, and Bellucci punts it just about as far as it was swung in. "14th minute. Here from Marietta, Georgia, Marietta High School. Warm fall day. I mean, this is almost springtime, late summer weather. Out for a throw in there. Big step there from Mattis. Big collision as well. They rule it clean. It's a turnover in the defensive third. Miller now with a chance to get in. Miller trying to work past. Miller brought to ground. It will be ruled clean. Slide tackle in the box. Aggressive defense. Wanted a handball, not going to get it. Now it's Witten on the run. Swung in, played right back over him. Only a red jersey there to collect.
Yeah, we can see why Coach Massis has been giving Caleb Miller the starts in his last few games. Very direct, very keen to take on players and get into the box and create chances.
Witten into the box, had someone there. It's left for Miller. Shot is in, but it will be either a handball or offsides. We can't see the AR down in that corner.
The referee did touch his arm, signaling that it was a handball.
Ah, there it is, yes. You can see it very clearly on the replay, Gonzalez.
Yeah, unfortunate there because there was an opportunity there. Miller was there to put it in. But Pablo Gonzalez, Potros' top scorer this season, not able to get it under control without using his arm.
And Chris, for everyone at home, that's one of those cases where it's not an intentional handball. His hand is just in an unnatural position away from his body. So he didn't try to deflect it. No yellow. But of course, in an unnatural position, it will be whistled as a handball. Ooh, couple big challenges there, and I believe they'll get the first one. Ref tried to play advantage, but back-to-back fouls will pull it back for a free kick. So just inside the 40-yard line here. Love having the American football lines. Gives us some great depth perception for distances. Keeper miscommunication, just punched his center back. Then Hernandez commits the foul there. Unfortunate timing for that one is, again, the keeper and center back. If we get another look at this one, they just don't communicate. I'm muted. Apologies for that, folks. Not sure how long I was gone for there, but we are back and working through some audio equipment stuff today, as well as the stadium equipment. But we are back here. We were just discussing the miscommunication between the center back And the keeper, I don't know if the keeper didn't call it, or I'm assuming that's what it was, or maybe the center back didn't hear him, but Hernandez committed the foul. It would have been a great time not to, as they were still sorting out that chaos back there. Heavy touch. Settled by Hernandez. Has a chance to switch it if he wants, and we'll play it more central. Heavy first touch by McClune. Good job by McClune to get his body in front of that. Win it back. Long ball forward here towards Miller. Cut out well by the outside back. Now back forward. Turn in the midfield is cut off with a foul. Off the restart. You can hear SSL, their communication, even all the way up here in the booth, saying reset, reset. But everybody slow down. That is not a reset that you want. It's given away. McClune to Gonzalez. That one wanted to find Mattis, but does not. Lucci cuts out the attempted counter here. That one's given away in the midfield, though. Chris, the passing for both teams is less than exceptional right now.
Yeah, when the team gives away the ball in positions like that, you have to make something out of it and at least get a chance, but giving the ball away right back to them very easily, it's not what you want to see.
Long ball over the top. He is in. Verona's out off his line. He doesn't find a touch, and it's into the back of the net for an SSL goal. An aggressive play there for Verona to come out off his line. It was a one-on-one chance with the keeper, and the SSL forward as we get a couple more looks at it. Well on sides and just taps it right over Verona. Unable to see who scored. I believe it was 7. Who does not have an assigned number on the roster we were presented. So unfortunately, we do not know who scored this goal. But it did come for SSL. Down in the corner here, little trouble getting some vision. We won't quite be able to see the corner be taken. There we go, able to see the corner. It's a good one. It's bounced around the 18. Witten will get back to collect it. He'll let it run out for a throw-in. See if this is a long throw-in into the box. It is. Long throw towards the keeper. He's out once again over the top of his center backs to collect that one. I don't know if he's not calling these, Chris, or if they're not getting out of the way for him, but collided a couple times there, and the confusion on the back line is promising for Potros if they can test it.
Yeah, the goalkeeper looks a little shaky today, but he's solved the problem so far. Just not the best looking. He stays down. He's on his back now, but the ball's still in play.
Yeah, their keeper is in some pain. He's down once again. We'll see if they choose to stop the game.
Yeah, ever since he collected that ball, he hasn't really been standing straight up. Now he's back up. Can't see it on the screen for you guys at home, but he is back up now.
Story to monitor there. He landed a little awkwardly, again having to go over his own center back once again as he clears this one forward. Loose ball right on top of that Marietta M. Collected by Palucci. Wants to pick out Miller. That is a beautifully weighted ball. Miller gets to it, crosses, is blocked. It will be a corner.
Great pass from Palucci there.
I'm off again. Apologies again. Mike is having some issues here today. We are working on keeping it on. That was a great ball from Palucci to Miller to win this corner. Right-footed taker, swinging in near post, headed right back where it came from and to the moon. Second ball played in, miss hit, back into the box, headers there, headers in! Potros has leveled us! And it's none other than Ryan Palucci who gets his head to it. That's the second ball. We're out again. None other than Ryan Palucci to get his head to that ball. It's a miss hit that ends up back in the box. Palucci does what you're told. Just headed into the ground. He gets a great kick on it as well, and it sneaks past the keeper. Potros levels us 1-1. And we apologize on the mic going out once again as this is a shot blocked. Verona collides with a player. It's still being bounced around the 18. No clue how that's not a foul. I understand letting the teams play, but I mean, pushing another team's keeper was a blatant form of goal interference.
Yeah, but like we've seen since the start of this game, the referees are allowing a lot of physicality, a lot of contact. Some that both teams will feel are probably fouls, but he's allowing the play to continue, allowing the game to be very physical.
There's a couple that I've seen, I would agree, Chris, for both teams that I think were fouls that have not been called.
Of course, every referee is going to have their own style, their own opinion about what's a foul and what's not a foul, so it's something that the players need to adjust to. Of course, we just don't want to see any injuries as a result of it.
Yeah, and you encourage a little more reckless tackles when some of the less aggressive ones don't get called as fouls, but so far so good as far as injuries go. And the only situation to monitor is the SSL goalkeeper. Looks to be back in healthy form as he's up near midfield. Throw-ins down on the Potros end here. Working his way through, dancing through multiple white jerseys there. As part of that SSL attack, player just did a split in order to win the ball. But he finally is depossessed. Miller trying to work it forward. Got it to Gonzalez. Dangerous ball here. Big slide pass. Worked as a slide tackle. Back to Verona we go. Long ball. Collected by one of the backs. Now back to the keeper. Keeper, that was dangerous there. Rockhill, all the way from his left back spot, almost got a piece of that one.
Yeah, he made the run forward and just continued through all the way back to the keeper.
It was a good job by Caleb Miller to cover there. You could see Miller had dropped back into Rockhill's spot. Good idea there from Valenzuela. The execution just not quite what it needed to be. will be a foul there. Referee going to make him back it up. Difficult to get a little extra space here, Chris, with the in American football markings. The ref knows exactly where the foul was on the field. SSL tried to get about 5 yards forward there. Speaking of forward, this is into the box, picking out one of their forwards. Headers on frame, but one bouncing into the big mitts of Verona.
Yeah, that's one of the things with the referee who's a little bit more lenient in terms of the fouls. You're going to try to test it, moving the ball forward, trying different things, seeing what you can get away with.
Mattis depossessed there as he was surrounded by a host of red jerseys. Won well by Potros. Switching sides. Hernandez now forward. Hernandez into the corner. Going to lose him here for a minute. The attempted cross is blocked, and he will win that corner.
Yeah, Alan Hernandez normally plays as a center back, today playing in the right back position. Not one of the players that's known for going forward. 101 appearances, 0 goals in those 101 appearances. Although, of course, he mostly plays as a center back, so he does have a couple of assists to his name in those 101 games.
He is one of 2 that Potros will leave back here. Then minus Verona, everybody else forward, standing inside the 18. Service in. Hard service. It was an attempted volley there from Witten. Went for almost a half bicycle kick there on the full volley, but does not connect. Into the 30th minute we go. 2 goals thus far, no other real stoppages, maybe 1 or 2 minutes of extra time. Added time, I should say here, if that. Referee.
Free kick given.
Free kick to Potros, they'll just quickly restart it short here. Valenzuela to Mattis, passes a little bit too soft, and it will ultimately be played back out here as Hernandez is forced to play it back to Palucci. Palucci loves these long over-the-top balls, but with some pressure.
Yeah, he didn't have a runner that time.
Yeah, with some pressure as well. Couldn't hold it forever. Hernandez ends up giving it away, and we'll see what this SSL squad can muster. The last 15 guaranteed of the first half. Mattis over to Witten. Witten back to Mattis. Mattis brought down from behind, and that will be a foul. This should be from about 32 out. No, it'll be 30 on the dot.
Yeah, this will be an opportunity to get a shot on goal. It's pretty central, so they'll want to try to test the keeper. Try to get it on target.
4 players stand over the top of this one. Some kind of plan has been devised. Mattis around the wall. Big shot!
It came off the SSL player, so it'll be a corner kick.
Blocked well there. Not sure I would have wanted to be the one to block that.
It was a good attempt from Rockhill.
I would say laser. Destined for the back of the net.
Difficult to tell from here whether it would have been on target if it had gone through or not. But nonetheless, Potros corner kick.
Right-footed again, bending in towards the keeper, went towards the top of the box, and it's multitude of headers, judging by the hustle, I believe.
It's going to be a Potros throw-in.
Is going to want to restart this quickly.
Rockhill over on the right side. He does have a long throw. He got an assist last week from the throw-in against Rovers.
Well, he's going to give it a go here. You can tell by how far back he is. Big run-up, big long throw into the box, headed out. Then volleyed out as well. This is where the last man you're holding back is for Rockhill. Good little header there. 3 players go up for that one. It's ultimately bounced around, and now SSL with temporary possession. That is a great little move there, but covered well by Boone Pursuit. Forward down line. Miller's tracked all the way back to try to assist on defense for that one, and it's a throw in deep in this Potros corner.
One thing we can see, Potros has a full bench of 9 players. Looks like SSL only has 4 players on their bench. Of course, both teams allowed 7 subs.
With how warm it is here today, those subs might become a vital part of the last 45 and ultimately who's fresher when it matters here. This one bounced around, still in a dangerous spot, not really liking where this is. Still central, still in a bad spot, bad giveaway, big shot blocked out by Hernandez, and it will be a corner for SSL. Potential reinforcements arriving for SSL here.
First corner of the match for SSL. Potros is 3.
Low drive, played right back out. Should be an SSL throw, and it is.
Matt is not able to get around the SSL player there.
Another throw coming here. On frame, but saved by Verona there. Sun was more difficult than the actual ball itself. Free ball in the midfield. SSL's first to it. Offsides here, unless 7 leaves it. Maybe both players offsides here as the flag remained up.
Yeah, the flag was up right away. Referee waited a second. Not sure if he didn't see it or if he wanted to wait to see what came of it.
Long ball does not quite reach its intended target.
So yeah, I just mentioned the SSL had 4 subs. It looks like another sub just arrived.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned, the reinforcements for him.
Yeah.
I believe it's another 2 subs.
Yeah, UPSL rules, I believe if the player arrives before halftime, they're still eligible to participate in the match.
This one bounced around, dangerous spot. Mattis had a chance, but he's quickly depossessed. Now it's McClune. McClune tried to, I think, pass that one. Does not work out. Long ball through here. It's a beautiful ball. 1 on 3. Help arriving. Plenty of space. Looking for an overlapping run of sorts. Not going to get it. Potros now fully back in defense here. Still in a bad spot. Big shot off to the top right. Oof, big tackle. Will result in a foul. Over the top ball cut out there. Oh, big ball through here. One-on-one with Palucci. Palucci trying to stay in front. Verona guessed the wrong way. And that's a second goal for SSL. Same player that scored the first time. We don't have a name. But 7.
Yeah, they were able to play through the center of the field very easily. 2 passes that just went right through the center. Nobody able to pick it up. Very easy shot.
Couple more looks at it here. So with just minutes remaining before we head to the break, SSL has grabbed a 2-1 lead. Again, we knew they'd score today. They average almost 3 goals a game. Throw in, or excuse me, out for a goal kick. Back to the keeper. Couple good passes there from SSL. Great move there to get around Valenzuela. Still tracking, long pull. Threatening, but does not result in another goal off to the left. Take another look at it. It did look good. Off the foot. Trajectory not quite what you want it to be. Big boot. Back forward. Header won well. Hernandez in an awkward spot, but he does well to at least work that one to Witten. Now to Valenzuela. Over to Mattis. Mattis. Errant ball. I don't know who that one was to. Neither Witten nor Hernandez really gave effort for it. SSL now content to play out of the back. Looks like they really just want to hold for the break, take the 2-1 lead, and regather strategy here. SSL wanted a handball, not going to get it. Depossessed was Palucci. Good take away from McClune, but he's quickly challenged there. Long ball back through forward, wasn't even paying attention.
Looks like Mattis and Witten are going to switch positions. Mattis now on the right-hand side, Witten now in that central position.
See if that's the change that's needed. Palucci will let it run all the way back to the keeper. Potros seems content to just go to half as well.
Yeah, it looks to me like they're just having a hard time matching the energy of SSL. Maybe some tiredness, or maybe just trying to build the momentum slowly instead of allowing SSL to have it. Yellow card shown there.
Yellow card for delaying a restart. Did not see, I think it may be 14. Reality, there were 2 players delaying that restart, so I'm not sure which one really got the card. This is not a good situation, but that is a great play from Boom Pursuit to play it out.
Yeah, it was the player in the right back position. We're not sure. I can't see a number on him right now, the one who got the yellow card.
Couple great moves there. Wanted the switch, not going to get it, so it's just out. Off of Mattis. See how much extra time is given. Forward header runner, offsides. I believe I saw 4. Wow.
You always have a better eye for seeing that. I tried to, in the last matches, I try to see what the referee puts up. I always say a number, and then it's always different than what I said.
I don't see where we got 4 from. No injury stoppages. I mean, we had a delay of a restart, but that killed maybe 10, 15 seconds. And the 3 goals, I mean, there weren't extended celebrations.
Yeah.
Not quite sure, but if it was a number 4 that was held up, then we'll see what Potros can do with it. See if that reignites some life.
One of those minutes already gone by. So we believe there's still 3 remaining in this half.
2 or 3 would have made more sense. Honestly, with 3 goals, the third goal probably pushed it to at least 2. Still don't know where the other 2 extra minutes came from, but either way, we will take what we can get. Always a fun time here in the UPSL Premier Division. Runner through the back, ball's a little bit mistimed and a little bit more central. Than what the runner and ultimately the passer would have liked. It was Rockhill now. Over to Valenzuela. Wanted to switch it, can't quite do it. Whitnell would keep the possession alive. Hernandez now out to Mattis. Mattis tried to make a one-touch move there, and it does not work.
So 2 minutes was how much time was played before the halftime was called.
So that tracks a lot more than 4. So we'll head to half here with the score. SSL 2, Potros 1. In to the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. In to the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. In to the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. In to the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. Find a touch, and it's into the back of the net. For an SSL goal there to get around Valenzuela. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros. Threatening, but second ball played in. Miss hit. Not back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. Great move there to get around Valenzuela. Still tracking. Long pole. Threatening, but big ball through here. One-on-one with not resulting. Palucci trying to stay in front. Verona guessed the wrong way, and that's a second goal for SSL. Same player that scored. Long ball over the top. Key is in. Verona's out off his line. He doesn't find a touch, and it's into the back of the net for an SSL goal. In to the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. Long ball over the top. Key is in. Verona's out off his line. He doesn't find a touch, and it's into the back of the net for an SSL goal. In to the moon. Second ball. To the moon. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. Oh, big ball through here. One-on-one with Palucci. Palucci trying to stay in front. Verona guessed the wrong way, and that's a second goal for SSL. Same player that scored. Second ball played in. Miss hit. Back into the box. Headers there. Headers in. Potros has leveled us. Gets into the back of the net, and that's a second goal for SSL. For an SSL goal. Same player that scored. Welcome back here, Marietta High School. Davis Barlow, Chris Uranga ready for second half action. Teams are just about ready as well. And if you missed the first half, it was SSL that scored first. You can see the statistical story on your screen now of how it went, and it's pretty accurate to how we felt, Chris. The number of shots on target and really just overall domination of the ball towards the latter half of the first half went to SSL.
Yeah, I don't think the stats tell the whole story. I think that it's been a better battle in the middle than it shows, but Potros continuing throughout the last few weeks to have some difficulties in the front, really not getting many chances as they had been at the beginning of the season. We
discussed potential switches, and there is indeed one here for Potros right in front of us. In fact, it is at number 50 on here. Jarvis Mattis stepped off, Chris, and you were discussing this player before we hopped on the air here, so why don't you give us the background of this player?
Yeah, so Thomas Zucaras came in for Jarvis Mattis. Thomas had played professionally in Costa Rica, so he's just joined this week. He's a new player to the squad, so he's getting his first appearance today.
Well, we're excited to have him aboard here. We'll see what he can do up on this left side, as that's an errant pass over the touchline right in front of the Potros bench. Again, you have Uranga and Sayer on the bench as well. They're both coming off injuries, so we'll see how many minutes they could potentially give you if called upon. Zucaros on ball. Does a good job to shield the defender off there. Got some cool cleats to go with it as well. Back to the midfield. Out wide to Miller.
Yeah, Miller moving to that right-hand side. He was on the left in the first half.
Wanted to swing that one into the 18. Had a couple runners, but they will not make it more than a couple feet. Blocked out, throw-in coming here. So the player is down.
Thomas Zucaras, you can already see from his first touch in the game, just the calmness, his ability to connect the play.
I think it's the player that blocked the cross. I think got the wind knocked out of him. We did take a break. Let him get back to his feet. He does have to step off since the game was stopped for him.
So we'll see if Zucaras can bring the impact that he was brought into the club for, being a mid-season addition to the roster.
Player that had to step off is allowed back on, as this will be another Potros throw-in here. They are not having Rockhill come forward to throw this one in, and that's why. Long throw-in from Hernandez. Miller wanted to hit it, but that is a miss hit and a half. It ends up getting cleared out. Second ball back in, cleared out as well. Headed straight up. McClune tries to play it forward. To no avail, and it will be a Potros throw-in here. As soon as someone's able to collect this one. Oof, big shove in the back there, and that will be a foul. Restarted to Palucci. Over to Bryn Persert.
There's a lot of space in front of him, but no players showing in that space.
Yeah, forced to just slam it upfield. Good job by Valenzuela to win the loose ball here. Witten wants to get it to Miller, and it's played out once again. That one sneaks over the fence, so this might be a little slow of a restart here.
Yeah, it's going to be important for Potros to make sure that they are connecting in that midfield and not giving the ball away as easily as they have been. Of course, if you give the ball away, you want it to be from a goal kick or a shot into the keeper's hands or something along those lines.
That service way too far over the box. Player that had the wind knocked out of him went down again as he stopped the initial cross with his head. That's a rough couple plays there, Chris, for him. Hope he's doing okay. Trying to work it up the right side. Now they'll look central. Big switch coming here Read well by Palucci. Good header as well. Zucaros will take the throw-in. Actually walk Rockhill forward here and let him take the throw-in. Grayson Rockhill, the young phenom, 15 years old on this club. Chris, quite the profile on this kid as well. I mean, he doesn't, you wouldn't initially guess he's 15 based on his size and build.
No, for sure not. I mean, he's physically definitely capable of competing at this level, and we've seen last week 2 assists in the match against Rovers, and he's just been showing week after week why he's, even despite his age, he's still starting in the team and getting on the team sheet every week.
We saw flashes in the preseason of his goal-scoring ability as well when he put an absolute zinger past the Life University keeper.
Yeah, he'll be one to keep an eye on over the next few years. He can only 15 years old. He's definitely has, this is not near where he's going to be in the next few years.
It'll be an exciting journey to follow there. Good job of keep possession here by Potros, but a heavy touch by Witten will see them depossessed in the middle of the field, and SSL content to play out of the back. Long ball forward. Palucci, good pace. Verona off his line. Plays it forward. Got to be careful. Got to get back here. It's a 2-time goal scorer on ball. Good clear there from Rockhill to give Potros a chance to breathe. Again, this SSL team just so communicative on the field. I mean, they are constantly chatting and talking. Switch of the field here. Around we go. Finally looking for a chance to play a runner, and they do. Great pace out of that wing. Good job by Hernandez just to poke it out. Oh my, full volley hit, saved by Verona. The service itself was so unthreatening, I really wasn't expecting anything, but that was a laser. We'll get a second look at it. Here shortly. My goodness. Verona was much more aware of the threat there than I was, which is a good thing to see. Such solid and flush contact as well on that ball as Potros looks to work their way down this right line once more. Miller did not find a head to that one, and SSL now working it back, but that's where you have to be careful with some of those passes and pressure. Zuckerlos is off sides. The flag goes up. Foul called against SSL, quickly restarted by Rockhill.
McClune little bit of a limp on the field, but starting to pick up his stride a bit.
Noticed that as well. It was a tough challenge. He's been on the receiving end of a couple very physical ones today. I think everybody has.
Yeah, and of course McClune missed the game last week through injury, so he's back in the starting 11 today. I spoke with him before the game. He said he was feeling 100%, feels good to go. But sometimes in the game, certain movements can reignite something that he might have felt last week.
No foul called there as a SSL player went down pretty hard. There was misplayed there, and we're going to get our first substitution of the game. Again, SSL's bench, not very deep, but they are going to go to it. They have 6 players on it. Number 6 to exit for them. We are not able to see a number. Again, the roster they gave us was pretty incomplete. We had names but no numbers, or numbers, no names. Again, we are doing the best we can with the information provided, but it was a change near the top. Looks like it's 18 now on. Great turn.
Gonzalez.
Great read. Gonzalez shot.
Took a deflection.
Pinched over the top of the bar. It will be a corner. Yeah, multiple deflections, in fact. What a great read, though, as we get another look at this one. Gonzalez able to work his way around. Threatening shot. Good opportunity. Corner here. Right-footed taker bends towards the keeper. They've gone near the keeper, and they've gone right at the penalty spot. This time, everybody's loaded near the back of the box, except for Zuccarlos. Swung in. Had him. Had Miller, but it's touched out. Volley from Rockhill. The field goal is good. So good opportunity for Potros, nothing to show for it. Miller was putting that in the back of the net if it had not been headed away. Dangerous once more. Foot race to it, won by Hernandez. Back to Miller. Good job to pick out Boone Persert. There's Zuccarlos. Over to Rockhill. Rockhill, good ball, great ball. Still in a spot. Still in a spot. Brought down from behind, and it will be ruled clean. Follow-up shot is just off to the left.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that one again. For sure.
Wow. Not as blatant as I thought it was. Thomas might have already been going to ground when the contact is made. Still probably a foul there. Potros still on the attack as we come out of the replay. Good pressure from Potros, forces the missed touch. Potros has all available subs up and moving. Great display of passing until the very end. Tried to hit it with the outside of his foot as the advantages play on. Great challenge there from Boone Pursuit. Great job by the referee as well to allow that play to continue. Might go back and address it later.
Not time the foul given.
Short restart from Rockhill. Gonzalez can't get past his man, and it's cleared upfield once again.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good ideas from Potros in the attack, but it's always that the pass is a little too heavy or a little too soft or the touch is a little bit too heavy. We've seen it multiple times, so if we can get that cleaned up, the opportunities will come. Looks like another substitute is getting ready for SSL.
Swung into the box low, cut off before it gets there. Just trying to buy Potros time to get back.
Yeah, the weight of the ball has been off today. We saw again from that cross from Valenzuela that was picked up easily. Just not able to get the right touch on it to put it in a dangerous position.
Great job by Verona to come out there off his line. Good shielding from Boone Pursuit as well. Forced the defender to take a wide angle rather than go directly to that ball. First touch from Miller. Overlapping run to Hernandez. Again, not known for liking to get forward.
Players down.
There is a player down here. Not quite sure if we have a replay on what happened. It seemed like a non-contact. This was an away from the ball injury.
Yeah, we don't have a replay on that one. It happened too. We were too late on it to be able to get the replay on that one.
Again, I don't even know if the camera would have been on it. This was not like an on-ball injury. McClune was away from the play.
Might just have had the air knocked out of him or something. It looked like he grabbed his belly area, his stomach area.
I say they're looking at the either stomach or hand. Could have just been. Oh yeah, he's looking at his hand. He's shaking his left hand.
Interesting. There's an SSL player on the ground getting stretched out as well. Perhaps a little bit of a cramp. But he's back on his feet as well, so. McClune gets off. He does look like he's getting his hand checked out by the athletic trainer. So Potros temporarily playing with 10 players.
Down one in the midfield, and they're feeling it right now. Runner is in behind. Flag stays down. Serve back into the 18, cut out well by Verona.
McClune now back on the field.
It's good to see. Very curious as to what occurred there. I'm sure we'll find out after this game is over, but good to see him return to the pitch pretty much immediately. Great little move there by the newly returned McClune. Great effort as well to stay on ball there. Oh, left before he got the ball, did Gonzalez. This runner is in. Rockhill's going to have to hawk him down unless Verona needs to stand tall by himself. It's off of the soccer, or excuse me, not the soccer crossbar. That one is off of the football crossbar, so it is out of play over goal. Potros in the midfield. Valenzuela wanted to step, and he is fouled extremely hard.
Again, there, SSL trying to put the high pressure. Potros managed to get around it. A lot of space in front of them, but they run straight into the defenders for SSL.
Yeah, bailed out there by a foul. And here, the keeper all the way up here directing traffic. There is no clue that his wall is exactly where he wants. Boone went for a swing and picked out Hernandez, and it is a shot, but it is well off to the right. Big slide challenge there, does not get the ball. 1-2 action into the 18. So much speed from that wing, but that is a great job by Palucci. Palucci having an excellent game thus far.
Yeah, he was the goal scorer for Potros.
Yep.
And we did see from watching the replay that Dylan McClune got the assist on that one.
Right on cue, back to Palucci. Picked out Gonzalez well. Potros throw in.
We might see some changes. Looks like Ben Oranga's getting ready. He'll get probably the last 20 minutes. Oranga, of course, the player with the most appearances for Potros. Today will be his 122nd appearance.
Quite the tally there.
Jake Sayer as well, getting some instructions from Coach Macis. We might see him for a few minutes as well.
Potros has 6 subs remaining. Only change thus far was in Mattis' spot.
It's a stage of the game where SSL's gonna try to waste some time holding on to the lead.
Nearing the 70th minute of play, that is a heavy first touch. Ultimately results in this one flipping directions and flipping possession. That was a bad mistake there, though. Rockhill will be able to play it back to Palucci. Secure some kind of possession. Long ball from Verona towards Rockhill. Headed back central, but there's no one there for it except for a red jersey.
Now we will see that substitution.
So here it comes, Uranga making, as Chris just said, appearance 127?
22.
22.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to make from 27 before the year's over.
We'll see who's the one going off. Looks like McClune will be the one going off. He goes off on the goal line. So it looks like Ben Oranga will be playing in that midfield at that defensive midfielder position.
Getting a little change there as well, Chris, because Benjamin spends most of his time on the back line.
Yeah, of course, coming back from a hamstring injury, he told me this week that he feels 100%, but he's not comfortable doing a sprint just yet. And so in the midfield, he doesn't have to sprint as much as he would at center back.
Jake Sayer just stepped on the pitch for Caleb Miller. That is a change up top. We'll see if Sayer's fresh legs can be fruitful. Potros has really wanted to go through that right side, but they've now made changes on the right and left to bring on fresh legs.
And a long throw-in coming in from Sayer.
And the box keeper's out. That's a punched ball. Once again, he clobbered one of his own defenders. But maybe we'd see the game stopped in that regard.
And he's done well, despite some of the collisions. He's done well to get onto those balls and do the job that he's trying to do. Perhaps not as cleanly as you would expect.
He'll take the result, though. Lead, and that is a huge,
that was
huge
a
challenge.
Hard foul there. Surprised not to see a card.
I'm as well, because that is 12's at least second or third foul. He was responsible for a pretty rough tackle almost directly in front of us just a couple minutes ago.
Well, much better second half here from Potros. I believe they've been a little bit more solid than in the first half.
Sayer's left-footed. He'll take this free kick over the wall. Picked out Palucci, but just didn't quite find it. It goes straight up and back out. That is a mishit, though, on its way out. And slide tackle from Uranga finds nothing but air, and now it's a counterattack. This is where you have to be careful. On the right wing. No help in the box here. There's a player hustling forward, though. Shot. Blocked ball. Yeah, blocked extremely well. Back to the top. Fake shot on the right foot. Looking for another one. Shot blocked again. Great job there by Uranga this time. He'll be able to make the turn and dump this one off. And now it's Potros with a chance for some space. Wanted to just run past him.
Yeah, you can see Uranga cheering on his teammates, trying to get them to pick up their energy. They've, of course, missed him for the last 2 games.
The 1-2 Raquel put a little bit too much behind that. And as Chris, we've harped on it, the weight of these passes across the board have not been great today. That's a great ball and a great first touch, though he had a man on and didn't realize it. Swinging across, Palucci cuts it out. The 1-2, that's a great little move from Valenzuela. Still Valenzuela. A wide on the edge of the 18, into the 18. One hard cut, left foot into the box, and it's still in play. Dangerous ball here. Back to Uranga. About 35 out. Big challenge. They'll rule it clean. This is where you have to be careful. They have him on sides. Palucci chugging over that direction. Hard cut back in. Has a player open on the backside of the box. Back to the top. Shot saved by Verona. Great opportunity. Some great passing. But Verona stands tall. He keeps Potros in this one.
Yeah, that was number 7. He's on a hat trick in this match. Did well to create an opportunity for himself, but straight into the hands of Verona. It wasn't an easy ball to catch. He did well to catch it.
Yeah, great job. No rebound allowed.
Here comes Potros again.
Back to Gonzalez. Over to Valenzuela. Has help. Surrounded by a couple red jerseys. Has his pocket picked. Cooper said it's all over. It's forward right now. Rockhill, a little shove, and that will be a foul.
A substitute getting ready is going to be Manuel Montagut getting ready to come in now.
And he will take off Hernandez here. Montagut should be a like for like. He'll step in at that right back position.
It's only 15, about 15, a little bit more, plus added time left for Potros to try to get back into this game.
Shot blocked there. Potros just gives it away on their exit. Bounced around once again. Space to turn. Picking out the goal scorer, but makes its way to Rockhill. Verona wants him out wide. Big boot forward. Wanted Witten. Did not connect. Potros will keep possession though. It's Sayer. Back to Montagut. Now Uranga back to Montagut. Ooh, hard challenge from behind, and that's going to see our first card of the day.
Actually, second card. We had one in the first half for delaying.
Correct, yes. First one for a foul. The other one was for delaying a restart.
Yeah, so 2 yellow cards in this match, both to SSL. Ball back into play.
Thomas thought about it. He's thinking about it. Over to Valenzuela. Had Rockhill. Now to Sayer. Out wide. Thomas has made his way all the way over here. Thomas shot off the American crossbar there. Unfortunate as well, because it landed right at the feet of Uranga, who was wide open. That hits the soccer bar and bounces that way. It's probably a Potros goal. Short restart. Big misstep there from Rockhill.
Good
But he
back.
makes up for it. Makes up for it again. Rockhill coming forward with pace. He's just tackled from behind and... I don't know why they don't think that's a foul.
Yeah, he stepped through the back of Rockhill.
He also gave him a piggyback ride in the process.
Yeah, the yellow card is out now. Not sure if the card was for the foul or for kicking the ball away after the foul. Probably the latter, based on the reaction of the players as well. We do see Dante Andre warming up now for Potros.
Valenzuela long pole. It catches a defender and it'll be a Potros corner.
Their 5th corner of the game.
While they have not been directly fruitful, one corner did lead to the opportunity that scored our first goal. So we'll be Sayer to jog over. Left-footed service. Had a player picked out. Can't quite reach it. Headed back out as well. It's going to be a foot race. Valenzuela is not going to win it. And this player for SSL has great pace. Swung back across here. Great find. Chance at a hat trick. Palucci back. Can't make it happen. Verona diving save. Will deny the hat trick and keep Potros' hopes alive once again. Two substitutions, one for each squad here. No, they will say Dante Andre did not reach the table in time. So a corner here for SSL. Swung across, headed out by Uranga. Loose ball collected. Back for a second opportunity. Big step from Montagu, doesn't find it. Crossed into the box, headed right back out. Sayer, good little flick. Chance at a counterattack, but the pace is just not there. That Potros player looks extremely tired. think that was Pablo Gonzalez that went down.
And I think he's the one who's going to be replaced as well.
He is not. It is Valenzuela that heads off as Dante Andre comes on. Gonzalez took a pretty big spill. He and an SSL player got entangled after the ball was played away. Both of them went down to ground pretty hard. Long ball forward, but that is a mishit there from Boone Pursuit.
So Jake Sayers dropping into the midfield now as Gonzalez goes down again.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly in some pain.
Tristan Benjamin getting warmed up. 2 subs remaining for Potros. Looks like Benjamin will get ready to come on to replace Gonzalez.
Looking at the hip lower back area of Gonzalez.
Treatment from the trainer. So this will add some time. We have 9 minutes remaining in regulation time. So Gonzalez being helped off. Not his best game today. He is, of course, the top goal scorer of the season for Potros with 4 goals. Wasn't able to get one today.
We are assuming his day is done.
Yeah, the substitution card is being written. Tristan Benjamin now coming over. And he will enter before the play is restarted. No, or not.
And Chris, you had some background information on Tristan Benjamin as well.
Yeah, he's one of those players that transferred over from Rovers FC. So one of 3 roster additions in the last couple of weeks. He's not on the field at the moment. So Potros currently playing with 10 players for the second time this match. Ball played in.
Oh, it's to Dante Andre. It's to Dante Andre. It's Dante Andre. We're tied 2-2 as he beats the keeper.
What a pass from Uranga. What a finish.
So Uranga with the assist, you could see the vision forming. We'll take another look at it here. The final moments where Dante Andre submits his mark on this one.
Yeah, the left-footed pass from Uranga gets it between the 2 defenders, and Andre, very good reaction to get onto it and tie the game.
Ref is having some added discussion here with the SSL team. I'm not too sure what the conjecture is.
They're complaining about something. I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, I mean, Potros was a man down in that. There was clearly not a player offsides. The goal seemed clean.
But now Tristan Benjamin is on. He takes that left wing position, it looks like. It looks like Thomas Zucaras will go more central.
I believe Aaron Witten headed off. Or no, excuse me, that was Sayer going to get water, I think.
Yeah, no other changes made at this time. There are 3 subs remaining on Potros' bench, but only 1 sub allowed in the match. So they have John Rodriguez. Apologies, the other one slips my mind for a second. Fernando Canedo is the other one, and then Kevin Cedacero, the backup goalkeeper.
You'll probably save that sub on the fluke chance that you need him before this one's done.
Here comes Zuccaros.
Zuccaros into the box. Opportunity was there. It's a pass instead, and it's on the wrong side of the netting from Dante Andre. I don't know if it was Benjamin trying to shoot or Benjamin trying to pick out Andre, but either way, it worked out as an opportunity for Andre. That looks like a pass.
Yeah, just not able to get it on target, but pressure on now by Potros. 5 minutes left in the regular time. Can they find a winner? Here's Montagu.
Over to Andre. Back to Uranga. Has a man behind, man in front. Has red jerseys everywhere. Picks out Witten. 1-2. Back to Uranga. Uranga shot blocked. Follow up from Rockhill is just popped straight up here. It's headed back in the direction of Benjamin there. Now forward, got to be careful here. Sayers back to cover. Trying to step to it. Big slide tackle does not work, but it will draw the referee's whistle.
And interestingly, that was the first foul called against Potros in this half.
Tristan Benjamin shown yellow for kicking the ball away. No real contest out of him. I think he knew that was probably going to be a bad decision.
So a substitute made for SSL.
There's a little bit of delay in the game. The referees are now having a conference.
Something that looks like something that the AR on the far side saw or heard that he didn't like. He's getting the attention of the referee. And a yellow card is shown to the coach. That's Tomasi.
So here we go. Play about to be restarted, Chris. I think we're looking at 5 or 6 minutes of added time here. Ball into the box. It reaches a foot. Ooh, and that is a dangerous opportunity. The shot was there. It snuck behind all the white jerseys. I don't know if Verona had that portion of the goal covered. No, he did not. It's a miss. It's a bad miss. I'm muted. Oh. Another ball forward here. Quick restart at the back. Bellucci. To Montagu. Picks out Sayer in the midfield. Out wide, you have Rockhill making the overlapping run. They will not go to him. Benjamin instead gave it away on the back end. Uranga back to cover, cuts out the pass. Would have liked to see the play of the overlapping run. You've got a player running forward here. You just had to get it to him. It was Benjamin. Sayer trying to fight for it as well. And I think that caught a piece of Sayer on the way out.
2 minutes remaining in regular time. A little bit of sloppiness there. Maybe some tired legs on SSL side. They weren't able to really create anything from that mistake.
Foul there. Uranga's lucky that that one was caught by an SSL player. Could have seen yellow for kicking it away. Swung into the box once more. Does reach an SSL head, but it is well off the mark, and now we enter the final minute of regular time. Not a great ball from Verona, but might just be trying to eat up some clock.
So the entire midfield of Potros is different at this time than it was at the start of the match, with Uranga, Sayer, and it looks like Zucaros taking that third position, with Witten going up top in the striker position.
Foul against Zucaros here.
Looks like referee saying 5 minutes to be added.
Sounds about correct. So into extra time we go. 5 minutes added to the clock. Swung into the box. Header was there. Headed back. Does a good job to keep that one in. Great job by Verona, and he'll restart this one quickly.
Good work there from Montagut to get a touch on it and get just enough on it to get it to Verona's head and avoid the corner kick.
Ante Andre could hustle but cannot win the ball. Leaves someone out of position back here, and they picked it out perfectly. Good cover from Montagut. Decent ball forward, but the forward will not even try to challenge.
Yeah, much better second half defensively from Potros.
Much stronger. We're going to get a substitution here for SSL as well.
Yeah, with Sayer back from injury, Uranga back from injury, McClune back from injury. Still missing Sebas Ramirez, who's currently out with an ankle injury, but he's expected to be back after this game as well. So Potros going to be finishing the season with probably their strongest squad. And with a couple of additions with Paolucci and Zucaros and Benjamin, we'll expect a good strong to the season, hopefully qualifying for the playoffs. But of course, they'll need some points to get there first.
A little bit of a push not called. That went into the Potros tent on the far side of the field. SSL in no hurry. Let's restart this game. Worked around to the right side, looking for runners. Big 50 ball. Benjamin not able to win it. 2 in the corner. Player goes down. Nothing happens, and it'll go out for a corner. There's a player down. Right in front of the corner.
About 3 minutes gone, about 2 minutes remaining. They'll need to defend this corner first before they can have any other opportunity to go forward.
Big corner opportunity was there. Back in for a second one, bounced around, chipped up and over.
Foul called against SSL, their 12th of the match. We'll give an opportunity for Potros to get numbers forward as we head into the final minute 15.
Looks like they did not want to swing this one in long. Sayer came in and called it off. Yeah, not too sure what that was. You had everyone up forward. Now you have limited options back.
Given away. Yeah, very questionable play there.
Into the corner we go. Service. Headed out. Opportunity not taken advantage of. And, well, yeah, if you're Potros at this point, I mean, I guess now you just really want to escape this with a draw. I mean, there was no intent to put the ball forward.
Yeah, that was a questionable play from Potros. Not ideal situation, putting yourselves in that situation to all your players are forward, going all the way back to your goalkeeper and leaving the middle of the field open up.
Tired legs getting the best of most of these players.
Yeah, the play was stopped to check the player with 40 seconds remaining. So we're now into the final 10 seconds. We'll see if the referee allows those extra 30. In addition,
referee looks at his watch. Big ball forward. It's a good little boot played back. This might be the last attack of the game. Referee was going to his
SSL's
whistle.
got numbers.
Player goes to ground and they will get the whistle.
Again.
Yellow to Boone Pursuit there.
Yeah, again, questionable decisions from Potros there. SSL left 4 players forward and they played the ball, didn't win the first ball, and the ball came back and SSL had the numbers advantage. Potros didn't have the cover and Boone Pursuit made the foul just at the edge of the box. Probably will be the last play of the game.
They don't seem overly scared of the shot once they realized it was a right-footed taker. Verona knows it'd be almost impossible to beat him near post here. Chipped in. Headed. Straight up. Verona out there to grab it. Big collision with the forward, and I assumed that would be the end of the game. It is not. They're going to let this ball go forward. Potros with numbers. Can't win the header. Andre has to dodge a slide tackle. It'll be a throw-in. No, it will not. Final whistle. Right there, it'll finish 2-2. SSL only able to pull a point after leading headed into the second half. Potros comes back, finds the equalizer. There's Palucci in the first, Dante Andre in the second. Both teams had their chances, Chris.
Yeah, in the end, a point apiece. It's going to be progress towards the goal of making it to those 7 playoff positions. Not the result that any of these teams would want, but a result that still increases their points tally. And the good news for Potros is that point will give them enough of a buffer to hold that 5th position regardless of the other results around the league. Potentially could move up into 4th place as well, depending on other results that might go in our favor. But again, coming back from 2-1 down at halftime, another draw, second draw, 2 weeks in a row, another point towards the goal, and 3 matches remaining to try to secure one of those playoff positions. And we'll see. We believe the squad will strengthen as we have players returning from injury, and only a lot of positives to come away with this.
Well, that's all we've got here from Marietta, Georgia. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night.